Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. We're going to delve into transfer talk. So transfer news related to Chelsea, the news around Chelsea in terms of the squad, team news going into Brentford's games tomorrow. Some contracts some contract disputes with our football club as well. Players that are linked to the football club in January as well. We're going through everything today, guys. Absolutely everything. And a bit of an earlier stream today because I do have to shoot out. Unfortunately, I've got a busy day today as Christmas is approaching, trying to see some members of family and stuff. So big up to everyone that's already here early in the chat as well. Before we move forward, let's cue that in. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. Big up to everyone in the chat right now. Hope you're well. Like I said, wherever it is that you are around the world, please smash the like button as always. Let's try and make it to that 40 likes marks to start with. Early stream for you guys. Early stream for you guys. We're going to be talking about transfer news. I know I've just seen a comment here from Andre saying Brentford preview ? We will be doing the Brentford preview tomorrow because I believe Chelsea are playing Brentford. I haven't checked, because I'm so not interested with this game. But let me have a quick look. Yeah, tomorrow 7:45. So tomorrow will be the Brentford versus Chelsea preview show. Today we're just going to quickly go over everything about Chelsea, everything related to Chelsea, everything that we need to know up to now. Got a big transfer window coming up. Lots of talk surrounding Chelsea on certain individual players as well. There's also talks about contracts as well, current contracts that have still not been signed. The squad itself for tomorrow's game, very limited. Some individuals are back in. Better bring in some other individuals. We're going to go through everything. Basically, we're just going to go through everything. So we're going to go through all the tabs that I've got at the top. Souza says, Digne and Tchouameni or Kounde in January, please. They are three of the people that we will be mentioning or talking about today. And I want you guys to get involved in the chat. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know how you feel about the situation as well. Digne and Kounde in as soon as possible. Jonathan, big up to Andre. Chelsea fan, big up to you. Says hit the like button. Please do so, guys. Good morning, fans have lost their mind, is what Declared saying. I wonder why he's saying that. Big up, main Gem. Hope you're good, bro. Big up to Concierge of Crime. Nice to see you in the house, my guy. Declared says, big up, bro. Big up to you. Hi, Gem. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone in the chat is what Hiking with Mike says. Big up to Noah. Big up to D-Stretch as well. Big up my brother, Gem. Big up the channel. Big up to you. Big up to Undertaker CFC as well. Nice to see you in the chat, my guy. As always, big supporter of the channel, as you always are. And big up to everyone that's actually tuned in as well. Guys, like I said, if you can, share on your socials as well. Let's let people know that we are currently live. For some weird reason, unfortunately, these YouTube guys, they don't send out any notifications to let people know when we're live, even though I keep telling people to hit the bell notification below the stream. Should usually let people know when we're live, basically. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, let's delve into it because I haven't got long. Like I said, I am trying to delve through everything. We will open the lines as well, give people half hour to come in and get involved and chat. But let's get stuck in with the news and topics. The recent topics. Which one's this one? Actually, I'm just trying to find out what one to start with, guys. And we will start just going through Chelsea's current squad for tomorrow, team news, and contracts related to Chelsea. So players that are currently with Chelsea at the moment is what we're going through. We're not going to be talking about any transfers as of yet. That will be coming soon. So we will start with a couple of announcements. Let's zoom in onto some of these. So we have to start with this one here. Absolute Chelsea, big up to him. We're going to use his page to just go through some of the things that he's highlighted today as well. So one of the things that I highlighted is that the EFL have confirmed the programme of games in the Carabao Cup will continue with fixtures to be played where it's to be safe to do so and the set squad criteria can be fulfilled by clubs. So what that basically means is if you've got more than 14 players that are available for any of their cup games, then they will still continue to play the games. There will be no cancellation, delays, whatever. Everything's continuing as normal when it comes to the EFL Cup fair enough. I get it. I mean, it's got to be played. It is a tournament. It's again a trophy for a club. Not if it's not Chelsea, but maybe not even a top 16 can win, and they will look at that quite seriously. Maybe Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City don't, but other teams do. So I get why. I get why this is still going ahead. It's just down to how serious does the top 6 teams take it, with everything going on as well, with all the postponements and trying to fit games in. So there's the first bit of news on that one. Also, in regards to the FA Cup, they've confirmed that the third and fourth round replays in 21-22 FA Cup has been scrapped. So you won't get any replays. It will just be a straight one-off game. And if they are drawing at the end of the game, I think it'll just go straight to pens. I think that is exactly what they do in the EFL, Papa John's Trophy Cup. I think they're going to follow that same rule. And that makes a lot of sense to me as well as to why to do that. If you just with everything going on, you can't be doing home and aways. You know, one week they may be fine, the week next they may not be. So I get why they would just say, look, one game, if we've got 14 players that can be fielded, that can play for each team, let's just try and get the games played and out of the way over one game. Over one game. So the FA Cup and the EFL Cup for next year are still going on. It's still going on. The only thing the FA Cup have done, or the FA, shall I say, the FA have done is completely write off any replays. So it's going to be a bit like the EFL where they will have to play, just the one game. And if they draw, then it will go to penalties. We've got some more people in the chat. Big up to Matt ZVO Genius. Nice to see you in the house. Jose CFC, big up to you, my guy. Big up to Matt Smith as well. Nice to see you in the house. 14, it should be 16. You're talking about? No, it's 14. It's 14, my bro. 14. I'm not bothered about the EFL Cup, and I get that. But like I keep saying, there are other teams that are involved in these competitions that are bothered. And if Chelsea are a part of it, then they still have to play their games. Whether or not we take it serious, which I think Thomas Tuchel will do based on who's fit and is available. If we've got a fit squad, I think we'll still try and win. It's a competition. It's a competition at the end of the day. You want to see Chelsea try and win as much as possible. Sure you do. But sure you do. Over 26 of you guys in 7 minutes in. Get them likes up, please, guys. Please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I wrote a 3.6K, or should I say the 4K mark. ZVO saying, I'm saying it should be changed to 16 players, not 14. 14 is way too low to have in the squad, but it isn't for a team like Chelsea. You know, it is. You're right for other teams, but in terms of squad depth and what Chelsea have available, then it works people would say it works in favour of a Chelsea, for example, which I get as well. Do you think we will actually get anyone in the January transfer window? I think we won't get anyone. We are going to talk about that. Transfer window is up next. We're going to be delving into that. But firstly, we're just going through everything to do with Chelsea, the squad at the moment, what's happening at the moment in and around Chelsea. And then we're going to talk about proposed transfers, people that have been linked to the club who could be potentially coming in. Now, in regards to the game tomorrow, apparently Chelsea have called up multiple under-23 players into the first team for this game, which tells me that Thomas Tuchel is probably looking to rest a lot of players. Now, if you want to take this as a Chelsea are not taking this serious, they're just going to... I don't think it's just that. You bear in mind, it looks like we're going to be playing Villa on Boxing Day, which means we're going to have a strongest team. This Aston Villa team haven't played a game in a while. They're going to be coming up against the Chelsea team that will be playing their third game in a row with the same team. Because we're missing so many players. All right, Jorginho's back in. That's a good thing we're going to talk about in a second. But overall, when you look at it, it makes sense to go into this Brentford game, bearing in mind we've got Aston Villa on Sunday, and play a couple of the youngsters. You might find out Mwamba, Vale, some of these youngsters that are coming in, who we're going to talk about soon, are actually quite decent and can be used through this period. So we moan about Alonso, we moan about Malang Sarr not having cover for Rudiger. Why not give these youngsters the opportunity to come in and show us if they're good enough to be a part of this squad? Because that's what we want to see, right? That is what we want to see. So this is only a good thing that we're calling up on the under-23s. Big up to QNTV as well. Big up. Go and follow him on QNTV as well. Kante injured, still waiting for confirmation. I don't know whether he's doing his conference today. We'll be doing the Brentford match preview tomorrow, so make sure that you are available for that. Normal time, 1 p.m. hopefully as well on that one. I want to see Mbouamba play. So do I. Big, tall, 6'5", good with his feet. Yeah, I am interested to see what Tuchel does tomorrow with the under-23s. In terms of voting, because we were waiting, obviously, for the confirmation as to whether the festive games will still go ahead, 92% of the Premier League players and club staff have received 1 or 2 COVID vaccinations doses, with 84% of the players on the vaccination journey. So when you look at it, that is pretty much with 84% of the players on the vaccination journey. That tells me that that's the majority of them. That's the majority of them. So I hear that. In terms of news in the squad, Jorginho has returned into training. He did pass back a negative test and he's not injured. So that's good. That's a good thing to have him back and available. Obviously, we're unsure on the Kante's and the Kovacic's in terms of fitness, maybe even injury. Kante was tweaked to have had an injury, but Jorginho being available gives us another player free to play. Maybe not tomorrow, but against Aston Villa, right? Because tomorrow I could see a Saul Niguez and a Kovacic lineup, or a Jorginho and a Saul Niguez lineup. I think Saul Niguez should play tomorrow. That's what I expect. Though, there's your news for you. Jorginho has returned in training, available for the squad. That's great news, bearing in mind how limited our squad depth is at the moment as well. In terms of the game tomorrow, a lot of the youngsters have been called in. We've got youngsters like Josh Brookin, Alfie Gilchrist, Dion Rankin, Javier Simmons and Jay Wareham were all involved at the Chelsea first team training today, which is interesting. Yeah, I thought that as well. Javier Simmons. That's what I saw that name as well. But anyway, yeah, a lot of the youngsters are in the first team today. Maybe Tuchel's looking, trying to see what's happening, along with Harvey Vale. Harvey Vale's another one that trained and has been on the bench for Chelsea in number of times. So there's a lot of players that are young players that are being thrown in with this first team, which tells me Tuchel might just go, right, 9 or 8 or 7, let's say 6. He might just play 6 of the youngsters with 6 of the some of the players that we currently have. He might just do that to rest up for the Boxing Day. And that makes sense. I want to see the Harvey Vales. I want to see, the Mbouambas, Mbouamba, should I say. Mbouamba. Brian Fiabema as well, both trained with Chelsea as well. These are all these young players, prospects, Jude's there as well. June Susat Bell is there as well. He's not. He's not available. First team training due to illness. So he may have COVID. So in terms of availability, you've got Javier, you've got Brian Fiabema, you've got Harvey Vale, who I think probably have a go tomorrow. There's a lot of players in this team that Chelsea are taking in to see, to see what we have. And I think it's a good thing to do. Please subscribe and please do that, guys. 30 minutes in, over 50 of you guys here. Please smash the like button as well. Please share in all your socials, but mainly subscribe to the channel, because if you subscribe, then it helps the channel move forward in the step that we need it to. Chelsea fans says, thanks. Oh, they're talking together. Declare, did you sleep? Probably not. No, Declare. Big up to Debogo. Hope you're well, my guy. South start equals 3 loss. Played well in the last game, So we have to see. Jem, at the beginning of the season, if I told you Arsenal would be 4th and 6th off, would you have slapped me if I said that? Yeah. But, look, it just shows how things can switch around. And that's why I keep saying to people, when they say, people like Kazim, who's in the chat, says that the title race is over when we're only 6 points behind. I agree to a degree, but it's not over. Anything can happen. Anything can still happen. From now, I'd say all the way to about March. Anyway, about March, Aston Villa game is a must-win game. It is, and that's the reason why I think these academy players are coming in. You bring in a couple of academy players, you give them the opportunity to get involved as well. Why not? Let's see what we got. Have we got better than Alonso out there? Have we got cover for Rudiger out there? Have we got someone that can play? Maybe give Thiago Silva a rest. Have we got anyone in midfield? We've got anyone that can come in and play in midfield? What about Reece James? We've got anyone that can cover as well? I want to see our academy players. I do as well. I hope the development kids perform excellently tomorrow. They will. Hopefully they will. And they will play up against the Brentford team that's going to be pretty much strong. Strength and depth will be there, Um, but we move. So it'll be interesting. We're going to do the preview to Chelsea Brentford or Brentford Chelsea tomorrow. So all of that we'll talk about a bit later on. We're going to come back to transfer news, but I want to talk about this here. This here. Saul Niguez. Chelsea are considering whether to cut short Saul Niguez's loan deal, and it is believed talks have taken place with his representatives and Atletico Madrid via 90-minute football, coming out with that statement. It also goes on to say that due to Saul playing for 2 clubs already this season, if he's not in Atletico Madrid's plans for the remainder of the season, he would likely remain at Chelsea. Which tells me that if they look at him and think, yeah, he'd be decent to just bring back and we can use him, then they'll take him and he'll be able to play. He won't be cup tied. I don't think he'll be cup tied for Champions League. I'm not too sure. But what does that tell you guys? What does that tell you? Does that tell you that Chelsea are going to make some moves in the transfer window? Because to let Saul Niguez go when you look at how thin that midfield depth is at the moment, can we afford to let him go, even though we don't use him as much? He's still available there. But does that tell you that we are maybe looking in the midfield? Does that tell you that Chelsea will potentially go and buy someone? I think if we let Saul Niguez go, I'm going to give you my thoughts on this. If Saul Niguez leaves Chelsea, then I think we're going to bring someone in, either if it's a loan player brought back. I don't know if Billy Gilmore can come back. I'm not 100% sure on the terminology of it. If it's not that, then we have to be going to buy someone. We have to go and see if we can buy someone, and there's a lot of talks around that, which we're going to delve into in a minute as well. So there's a couple of other transfer tabs that we're going to open as well. But the fact that Saul Niguez might be leaving the football club, it's interesting stuff, Jem, what we got here? Silva needs a rest, I agree. Jem, this anti-culture should have been suspended. The welfare of the players and staff is more important than the Disney Plus channel trophy, is what Angel's saying. Good one. Jem, mate, just get the youth boys to play and give everyone a rest. I think he's probably going to look to do that, but I do think there will be a mixture of certain individual players that are mixed with experience. So you won't have your experience, but you'll have the youngsters as well. We're going to talk about that all tomorrow, guys. We'll talk about the preview tomorrow. Cover starts tomorrow. That's what Globox is saying. We're in talks with Tchouameni and Kounde. We're going to talk about all that next. All of that is coming next. Cutting Saul will be a mistake if we don't bring anyone in. Kepa will be the pivot the way it's going. Oh, concierge. Do you know what, though? You're right. I actually said we could give Bettinelli a run up front, see what happens. But there's talks about Saul Niguez potentially leaving the club. If Chelsea are looking to get rid of Saul Niguez, that tells me we're looking to buy. What's your thoughts, guys? What's your thoughts on that? We're going to move on from that. Also, this weird comment that I read here from, it was via John Cross as well, who says that unvaccinated Premier League players could be forced to travel to games separately from their teammates. Why? So is that just as a punishment? Because they're not having it? Because I know Premier League clubs at the moment are forcing certain players to have this vaccination. I just find that a very weird comment. Really do find that a very weird comment. Big up to Bex. She says, smash the likes and subscribe. Guys, let's get them likes up, please. Let's just hit the like button while you're chilling here. Massively appreciate that. As always. Just quickly mucking around with what I've got here. So yeah, that there's another bit of news there for that. Let's move on as well. We're going to jump on to a couple things, actually. We're going to get into it in a minute. Thiago Silva is very likely to stay whilst contract negotiations with Christensen is stagnated. Now, what does that tell me? Because that is the Athletic. Obviously, in my eyes, pretty much a tier 1 report company. That tells me that we knew Thiago Silva was going to stay. He made that very clear already. That makes sense. We need him for another year, especially with all the defenders that may be staying or not staying. In terms of Andreas Christensen, the word stagnated. That tells me as if they've just sort of not come to an agreement about something, or he's wanted something and we're still not giving it to him. you know, if that is, it's a bit weird because we was recently talking about him potentially having the 4-year deal signed soon in January. I still think that's going to be the case, and I still think Andreas Christensen will be a player at this football club, will be playing for Chelsea. But when you've seen comments like this from Athletic, that tells me that he's really making this hard, and it's starting to really annoy me. Starting to really annoy me to see this. So done with Krusty is what Becca's saying. She's just pissed off with him. Listen, I'm the same. It's getting to the point now where I'm just like, if you do fuck around, then what's the point if you just like, you're not Rudiger? Do you know what I mean? All right, you see Rudiger doing it, but why are you making it a problem? Like, you're not getting 200k, you're not getting 190k, you're not getting 180k. You take your 140, maybe a 150 if you're lucky, and you play for this football club. Do you know what I mean? Like, why is he delaying it? QNTV wants Rice all the way. We are going to send Sal back to ask for the real Sal back. I like that one. That's a good one. It makes me laugh so much when you rip Lewis over Christensen. Keep that up. He gets triggered so easily over it. I know. It's only because he has such a fat agenda about it. That's what it is. But I've never seen someone with a bigger agenda over a player than Lewis. He loves him. And I don't get it because we've got shit like this going on. This guy's fucking us around, this Bitchinson. This Bitchinson, Andreas Bitchinson is mucking us around, man. I love winding people up. I love it. I love it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I do think January we'll learn more. I learn more, not only on Christensen, but Rudiger as well. Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva. I can see a lot of announcements happening over the January period as to whether they're staying or going. Chelsea will need to do that because they will then need to maybe have a word with some of their targets. Whether it's not for January, it will be for the summer. They're going to need to have they're going to need to have words. They're going to need to have words. A little bit of a topic for here. Chelsea have a win ratio of 87.5% with Mateo Kovacic in the starting lineup. Site 11 in the Premier League this season compared to just 4% when he's not. So we win more games than we do without. So that's a good news. We didn't win against Wolves. But anyway, we move. I know Charlie Musonda had an interview. Not even going to get into that. What else have we seen? Thomas Tuchel will hold his press conference at 1:30 today as well. I won't be live at that point anyway, guys. So yeah, you can go and check that out. And we'll be back tomorrow for the preview on that one. So make sure that you are available. The FA will not cover the cost for the non-Premier League clubs to undergo COVID testing ahead of the FA Cup third round in January. That could be quite a bit of a bill for a club that's not got much money or having a bit of problems. But anyway, we move. And now we're going to get into transfers. We're going to talk about Chelsea transfers. We're going to talk about Tchouameni. Actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys. I've got a spot there. What is that, mate? Getting old, man. Getting old. Jim, I am green, man. He's messing about. Lewis is like Johnny. Big up to Chi in the house as well. Let's delve into transfer news. Let's talk about what is going on with Chelsea. Who are being linked in for January? Hit that like button. Let's get them likes up. 23 minutes in. Nearly 50 of you guys in here already. So please hit the like button. Share on your socials. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get stuck in to the first bit of news. So, CFC Players, who I know quite well. Thank you to Lorenz. I've had a couple of chats with him on the channel over there. He says that Kimpembe's future at PSG is not certain, and he wonders if he would be better off at Chelsea with Tuchel. Chelsea also made an 85 million bid for Marquinhos last summer, rejected. Just been revealed by a reliable source to him, who is Hadrian Grenier, who, as you can see, is is a journalist for Latin Sport and Canal supporters as well. So some big channels there as well. So I'm not going to spend too long on this topic, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want Kimpembe. For me, Kimpembe is no better than Kurt Zouma. He's very unreliable. I'm not really impressed in anything that he offers unless he has a leader next to him. If Thiago Silva was still young and at our football club, I'd probably say give him a go. But because we have no Thiago Silva, I do think that Kimpembe is an individual that Chelsea should stay away from, especially when we just got rid of someone like Kurt Zouma. That makes no sense for me why we would want him. I think it's probably he wants Chelsea more than Chelsea want him. But in terms of Marquinhos, and we're going to talk about Marquinhos later because I have got I've got a tab next, so we can go straight into Marquinhos, actually. Let's just go straight into Marquinhos as well. In terms of Marquinhos, I understand it because, let's be serious, for me, he is one of the top 3 defenders in the world. Elite defenders in the world. I think he's that good. And Thiago Silva being at Chelsea, and potentially leaving our football club very soon, which will happen eventually. I think Chelsea trying to maybe put an offer in for saying as much as that makes sense to me. 85 million euros for Marquinhos, which was reported around last summer. PSG immediately rejected the offer, deeming the Brazilian indispensable to the club. So I see why PSG are doing that, because obviously when you look at Thiago Silva and his age, there's no way in hell that 4 or 5 years ago you'll be able to buy Thiago Silva. He was just irreplaceable. And now he's been moved on to us at a later age and they've let him go. They've now looked at Marquinhos as the new sort of Thiago Silva leader. To be able to get a player like Marquinhos, I think you have to go in over the 100 million euros mark. I don't think 70 million euros is enough to sign a player of that quality. Not to say that Chelsea will do that, because I don't think we will. But I want to be honest with you guys. I want to know your thoughts. In terms of leadership qualities, experience, know-how, grit, playing at the biggest level of competitions, Champions League, mainly. Forget the French league as much, but still won titles back-to-back there as well. I think he is the perfect player to come in and pretty much do what Thiago Silva does for Chelsea currently right now. But I think he's that good. And I would love to see him at our football club. I would. But I just don't see it being logical. I don't see PSG losing him, because PSG losing him, they have no defence. He's so highly relied on. And yeah, I would love him to replace Silva, but I just don't see him leaving the football club. I don't see that happening one bit. Even though I don't rate him, but he is different type of centre-back than Zouma. Kimpembe is better playing with his feet. He is, but he's not. He isn't the type of player that we need, I would say. He isn't the type of player that we need right now, I would look at Marquinhos and try it, but I just don't think Marquinhos is possible. I just really don't. That's why I'm not going to sit on him for too long, because that's just hit and hopes. Hence why we look at someone like Digne, right? Because Digne, at a younger age, could come in and become the next elite. Well, he's, for me, a top defender, but, elite level defender, should we say. Right. We're going to go on to Tchouameni when I find him. That's not Tchouameni. 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 I can't see if that's Tchouameni. There we go. So, we got some news on Tchouameni, which is quite interesting. Chelsea are open to doing a deal in January for AS Monaco's midfielder Tchouameni, immediately loaning him back for the rest of the season. But they would also look to try to bring him to the club immediately, but he would cost around 50 million. So that tells me, and it kind of linked to the whole Saul Niguez thing. We get rid of Saul Niguez because he's cost us 190,000 in wages, which makes no sense. Why the hell would we want him in the club? If we can send him back, send him back. If we can bring Tchouameni in January, I'll do it. I'll do it. And people will say, yeah, but we got Kounde, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic back. Kounde is always in and out injured. Kovacic, we're not 100% sure what the COVID effects are on his behalf. Not to say he's not going to be the same player, but he might need more rest. He might not be able to play back to back games. Saul Niguez, we know if he goes, he's still not, for me, not good enough for the club. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is inconsistent, and I think he's proven that. He's not a 6. We can't rely on Ruben Loftus-Cheek to do the job that we need. It just isn't enough. And then you got Jorginho, who unfortunately at the moment is picking up little injuries here and there as well. Can play, and he has been playing a lot of football for us. But we need cover. We definitely need cover. Now, if we can get it done and dusted where we loan him back because Monaco want him back, cool. I'm down for that. Buy him, loan him, bring him back in the summer. But, and this is the big if, and this is on Tchouameni's side of it as well. If Tchouameni turns around and goes, I've got nothing to play here for Monaco. We're not in this, we're not in that. I don't even know if they're not in the Champions League, are they? Where are they in the league at the moment? Let's have a look at Monaco quickly. Let's have a look. 8th. They're 8th in their table right now. And they're nowhere near PSG. They're not even nowhere near Rennes. I mean, they're miles away from Rennes as well. Their form's not great. If I'm Tchouameni and I've got the opportunity to go and leave Monaco and play for Chelsea in January, I'll do it. Not only are we in the Champions League, but we've still got the FIFA Club World Cup to pay for. We've still got the Premier League that we're trying to fight for, which will give him more hunger to want to be in a team that's fighting on all tops. I think, and don't hold me to this, I genuinely think that if we can get rid of Saul Niguez, because I think the wage packet's a bit of a killer at the moment with him, I do think that we could potentially get this done. I think you could possibly see that Tchouameni, if Tchouameni can push as well, he would have to do it east side. We'd have to have a bit of push from him. I think Tchouameni could potentially say, look, we're sitting 8th. We're not in. There's not much going on here. I'm being off. You know, the club that wants to buy me wants me now. I want to kind of go now myself. I think that can happen. And Chelsea lay the funds. You could see that Tchouameni comes in January. Now, if he don't, it wouldn't surprise me. If he's loyal to just loyal to the club and wants to see it through because you don't want to leave them in the crap because maybe they haven't got an individual that can cover in that position, then I get it. But I really do think if Chelsea want him, they can go and get him. And it makes a lot more sense that for me to do that than go and buy Declan Rice for 100 million. I keep saying it. I will keep saying it. Big up to Couch Critic. He says, good morning. Good morning to you, my guy. Couch, what time is it in the US? 7:19 a.m. Wow. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock here, bro. 12 o'clock in the afternoon here. What else have we got here? Jem, the way Kane is protected by the media is a disgrace. Yeah, I don't even want to get into it. I don't really care. I'm not good. Got robbed on Monday midnight around 2 a.m. Tobago, that's not good, my man. That's not good. Sorry to hear that. I just can't see these players leaving their clubs in Jan. I hope it does, though. Yeah, I know. I agree. I think that it's. I do think it's a hard thing to get done. Don't get me wrong. I don't see it being an easy thing. But if the player pushes it, if the club is willing to offer the amount that Monaco want, then I don't see how they do not just pass him on to us. We could do with him right now. He could be pretty integral to the system. It could actually help this system. People say he would need time. It's January, and he would need time. And he's young, and we've got to give him that. But boy, he's a talent. Boy, he is a talent. Very, very good talent. You know, I just think it's worth the risk. Listen, over 50 of you guys is smash the like button, guys. Get them likes up for me, please. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Nippons in the chat, big up to you. Tchouameni in Jan could be game changer. It could be. And to be honest, I was one of the guys that said, do not get it twisted. We're not getting any high profile players. I don't see it happening. But in recent times, talks just before January, the potentials that Saul Niguez might, we might just terminate his contract, send him earlier. And that the fact that you look at Monaco and where they are in the league and what they're playing for and what Chelsea are actually hopefully willing to do in trying to bring him in, I think it makes a lot of sense. I really do think it makes a ton of sense. But what's your thoughts and opinions, guys? I want to know your thoughts and opinions in the chat. Too many in January or too many in the summer? Let me know. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts and feelings are. I'm just quickly doing something while you're doing that as well. We're opening up the lines as well. We're having the lines very soon. Get you guys involved for at least half hour. And I've got to shoot early. This is why I got an early stream, guys. And I haven't told you, but the reason I'm streaming early is because I've got to shoot out in the afternoon and I wanted to get one in. Tomorrow we'll be doing the Brentford Chelsea preview as well. Normal time of 1 p.m. as well. So make sure that you're around for that, guys. You're around for that. Just looking at Tchouameni. He's played 26 games overall. Only 2 goals. I mean, I don't look at his output because I don't think it's that. I think stats won't really make it any clear in terms of what to expect from him. But what we got saying here, we have got Gem. Couch says bring him in. Couch wants him. January for me. January quality footballer is what Couch is saying. I agree, bro. I actually think he is. I think he's a bargain if we can get him for 50 million. If you look at his age, if you look at the potential he has, the ability he has, he's very direct. He loves getting stuck in. His interceptions are very good. He can pass the ball. He's progressive with the ball. He has pace. He's big. He's a big player. You know, that is what we want, right? We want someone that can come in and have a bit of physicality, but a bit of energy. Ruben has the physicality, but he just doesn't have the energy. This is why I think January this could happen. I'll bring Tchouameni in Jan if we can get him, then pray that he doesn't get injured. Yeah, I mean, we can do that with most of our players at the moment, to be honest. Knowing our luck, Tchouameni will break his ankle. Oh, don't say that, please. I don't want to read that, Mike. Come on, man. Come on. I don't want to hear that, mine. But chill with Gem. For the people that think that Tchouameni is sitting DM, yes, he can play that, but he's more box to box. Then that's fine. What tells you that we're just going to switch the system? What makes you think we're just going to do that? What if we don't want to switch the system? What if we just want him to just come in and sit in the pivot with someone like a Jorginho or a Kovacic? Like, at least we have someone that can do that. And I think he would love this system because if we control the game, we hold the ball enough, we can get him involved, we can use his ability to dictate and run games and be that box to box, give us energy, win it higher up the pitch, do what the N'Golo Kante does. You know, we need that. By the time Tchouameni transfer gets done, we would be getting all of our midfielders back and won't be needed. Leave it for the summer. I hear that, but at the same time, I think it can still be a good thing because you look at N'Golo Kante, the guy plays 1 or 2 games, he's injured. I keep saying it again. We don't know how Mateo Kovacic is going to come back. He just had COVID. Is he going to be able to play game after game after game? It might be a case of that he needs to have a break in between. We need to be able to give him that. So I think that he would definitely be good for this team now. I think he would be a good addition. I have not too much, not going to lie, I haven't watched him too much, but for what I have seen of him, quality, ability, and to be playing under a manager like Tuchel, who can elevate you to next levels, he could do that. And I think Tchouameni is the guy. Tchoumeni's the guy I wanted anyway. If we can get him in January and he's available and he pushes to get out the door, then we should do it. I don't think we should even be thinking about it. I'll take him all day long at that P50. I love Rice, but the problem is his price tag. I agree. Kounde in January. We're going to talk about him now. Let's try and get Frankie de Jong. Do you know how much he's going to cost? Frankie de Jong's not going to be cheap, bro. No way. Good player. But it's just, this is why I think we should get him. But we're going to get back to Tchouameni. We can talk about him a bit later when we open up the lines quickly as well. We're going to do another 10 minutes or so of this, open up the lines, and then we'll talk about it overall. But I want to talk about another individual, which is on my thumbnail, who I want to get into as well. And there's a lot of talks around this guy, Lucas Digne. Lucas Digne, he's considering to leave Everton due to a dispute with Rafa Benitez. Hence the reason why he hasn't been playing games. The boy's 28 years old. Fensley very good. Defensively strong, has pace, Premier League proven. What is there not to want to buy him for? What is the excuse not to wanting to bring him in? This, for me, is a must. This, for me, is a big must. And I know we was on QNTV yesterday with Blue Ice and Boogeyman, and they were saying that Alonso gets scapegoated. Alonso gets scapegoated. He doesn't. He'll do a job and we'll win games with him. But he's just not good enough in this system at the level that we need to play. And this boy here, this guy here, Lucas Digne, if you remember, especially under Ancelotti, when he was here, was touted to be a ball, be one of the best in left backs in the Premier League. A player that all rivals looked at, and even some rivals are saying are better than Ben Chilwell. Now, that might be the case. It might be the case that we bring Lucas Digne in on a loan with an option to buy, and he plays that well that Chilwell just can't get back in the team. But then it just, at least it allows Chilwell to maybe have that break and sort out his if he has to have the op, do that. Because we have that quality. We have that quality to come in. Now, we don't have to get rid of Alonso. I want to just go back on this because as much as he's useless and can't start games, if we buy Lucas Digne, it might be a case that we don't want to play him every game. A bit like the Chilwell scenario. So, I don't mind Alonso being on the bench and coming on or starting your game here and there. That's cool. Alonso, you can do that. But I want this guy to come in and be a starter. Alonso is not a starter. This, for me, in the transfer market, is the biggest deal we need to get done. This, for me, has to get done. We cannot go into the end of January, into the Champions League, or wherever we are in terms of the Premier League, if we're still fighting for titles, FIFA Club World Cup, FA Cup, EFL Cup, and have Marcos Alonso, the only left wing back available, if Chilwell can't make it back for mid-January. We just can't do that. I'm sorry. I really can't sit. And I will keep banging on about it. I don't mind him staying in the team or being a part of this team. But he's not the starter. This system will continue to be effective and we will lose games and we will draw games and we'll win games. But I want to go back to just winning games. I want to win. And we was doing that when we had Chilwell here. When Chilwell was in the team, we had assists, we had goals, we had Reece James giving it, we had Chilwell giving it. Not to say that he has to come in and score loads of goals. That's not what I'm asking, because he can do that. He's got a good left foot. But his crossing ability is what makes him so good. And we lack that. At Chelsea Football Club, we lack that on the left. We have it on the right of Reece James. Why not have someone on the left that can do that? Chilwell can cross, and he's good at it doing it. He doesn't do it all the time, though. Lucas Digne will do it all the time. He will make that run from one box to the other, pick the ball up outside, and he will put a quality ball in. And that's what I want if I've got Romelu Lukaku, Kai Havertz in the box. I want quality crossing because we are heavily reliant on our right side of midfield. And we only play down our right side of midfield at the moment because we're not really that confident in doing that on the left at the moment. Alonso will do it here and there, but not to the level that we need to. We want this. Let me do this. We want them to go like this. At the moment, we go like this. I can't really show you it's coming. Yeah, one goes forward, the other one goes like that. It's hard to do it on a small camera right now. But you get what I mean? The flow. I want them like this, and they will do that if we get Lucas Digne here. And that will help our system. That will help the system massively. Good competition for Chilwell, exactly. Good competition. He could put Chilwell on the bench. He could actually put Chilwell on the bench. We should get this over the line easily, if not question. Exactly. It's only a loan with the option to buy. If he comes and he is poo, we'll just send him back. And then we'll go and buy someone in the summer. But at least it gives us something different. Other than Alonso. I don't think Everton will let Digne go, as he looks like he will last longer than Rafa at this point. It's not about Everton wanting to not let him go. It's about him not wanting to go. He will want to leave the club. If we bring a left wing back, we can be serious about the title. Couch. when I'm not stressing, but when I'm talking with this voice, this is because I know if we get this done, and this is why I stress it's the most important area of January that we need to sort. This will put us back up there. This will allow the system to tick. You know me well enough. You know that I always say that the wing backs are the most important for me in this system. Good player, 100. Remember when we were saying our left wing back define our mids, the mids, this must go through. Big up, Matt. Everton really bought a new left back just to replace one of the best players. This club is so arse. Exactly. And if they don't want him and they don't think they need him, let us have him. He will want to come Chelsea. He's going to get Champions League football. He's going to start. He's going to play in a Club World Cup. He's going to play in the Champions League. This is Digne. I'm thinking of what he's going through his mind right now. He must be sitting there and going, fuck me, Chelsea want me. And I already had an argument with Rafa. What am I doing here? I'm going. Chelsea are serious about him, and I've asked questions. Just get him. Get him. I've seen Guy from Valencia. He's good. Not much, but he is a good player. He is a good player. Guys, over 106 of you guys here. Hit that like button. Please do that. Smash it. Subscribe to the channel as well. Big up to One Rovers Vlog as well. Thank you for the comment there, bro. Hope you are well. Hope you are all good. I adore Alonso, but I can do better than him. Of course we can. Loan to buy is perfect. If he performs, but buy. If he doesn't, take him back. There you go. Easy. Digne had 9 or 10 assists last season in the Premier League. There you go. Imagine him playing in a team. Listen, put it this way, right? He's got 9 or 10 assists in an Everton team that doesn't dominate the ball all the time. Think logically right now. You bring a player like him into this team and you allow him to be involved in us dominating possession like we do, 80%, 70%, he will get more assists than that. If he's doing 8 or 9 already assists in an Everton team, he will do that easily at Chelsea, and I think more. That's why I think it's important. Big up to Football Style as well in the house. Yeah, I've watched him. I still think Lucas Digne, just purely because of the Premier League experience, the proven Premier League experience. You know, that's why I would pick him. Unless we sell a left wing back, we are not buying. We'll keep Alonso and we bring him in. We can loan him. Bring him in as a loan. We don't have to buy him straight away. Yeah, tell me about it. I think I agree, Obi. Get this guy to 4K. Yeah, please, guys, help us get to 4K. Massively appreciate it. Digne can take free kicks as well. He can do that. Well, how much does anything Digne will cost? He will be at premium. 21 million, apparently. Just over 21 million. No, I don't want to recall Kennedy. I'm sorry. I just don't want to see him at the football club. So we've gone through Tchouameni. We've gone through Lucas Digne. You're going to talk about them now. I'm going to give you the link in a second. There's one more player before I quickly open up the lines for you. I just quickly want to talk about, and then I open up the lines and we'll talk about it for half hour or so. One more player, if I can find him. My eyes are bad. My eyes are so bad. That is not it. That's not it. I told you my eyes are so bad. I think I need glasses, man. Is it this one? Yeah, a player that you know I love. Player that you know that I love a lot. Jules Kounde. Chelsea are expected to make another attempt to sign Jules Kounde, either in January or the summer. That's what Athletic's saying. Now, listen to this. You ready? Chelsea will go and talk to Sevilla in January about the signing of Kounde. However, we already know Kounde, I think, wants to leave Seville and probably wants to come to Chelsea. Maybe because there's not been other offers on the table. I think Chelsea will try and get something in place because we're talking about 50 million for him as well, sterling. That's what I've been reading recently. For summer, for him to come. And the reason I say summer is because at the moment, when you look at the positions on where we're struggling or have struggled, wing back and midfield, I think are the two areas where we could probably say we're lacking or losing games. When you look at us at the moment defensively, even though we're conceding goals, we don't really look and blame the defense. We're just saying, it's because we've relied on the defense so much they've got us to this position. So if they've got us to this position now, the defence, then the defence is good enough at the moment. We should improve on what's in front of them so that we can have that structure back of not conceding as many goals. So I think Jules Kounde could happen. Talks in January, maybe get something agreed in January for him to leave, maybe at a figure, because Chelsea want to get that figure. And then he comes to Chelsea in the summer when Rudiger or whoever leaves, he comes in, because I do think we'll get him in the summer at a minimum. I think I'm confident. I'll be shocked if we don't. I want him, probably because I want him more than anything. What we will do, and I'm hoping again, is go and get Digne from Everton and potentially get Tchouameni. I think they're the two players that we actually need currently right now in this January market. So if people wanted to ask me who do we need and what do I think we need them two players at this moment in time. Because Kounde is great and I'd love him in my team in January, but I think we can do it in the summer. I think we can get away with it in the summer. But we have to get Tchouameni and we have to go and get a Digne. We have to get them two players in for me. That's the difference. That's the difference for me. So Kounde, Tchouameni, and Digne. If we can get all three of them from January to summer, I'm cool. I am cool. Honestly, I am cool. And then whatever else we decide to do at that point, maybe get who I think we should do is look at the forward line. In the forward line in the summer, I think we should look at getting rid of maybe Ziyech, Werner, and looking to bring in maybe a high-profile-ish player that can play and help the team score more goals, because we're creating enough, we're just not scoring enough. So I would say this: summer, Jules Kounde, and a forward, maybe forward or two. If we get rid of two, then I'd want us to bring in two, or maybe bring in one and bring someone back from loan. Whatever it is that they think's the best way of maybe creating and scoring goals, we need to do that. We definitely need to bring someone in with Lukaku. January, left wing back, Lucas Digne, and Tchouameni. If we can get Tchouameni in January with Digne, boom. If we don't get Tchouameni, which I would like to see, I think we do need, if you're my honest opinion, I still think we could do with him in January, due to just Kante getting injured, Kovacic maybe not being 100% with COVID, could struggle. We don't know the effects yet. Then Tchouameni and Kounde in the summer, along with a forward, and we just get Digne in for now. We have to get that left wing back area sorted. As long as we do that, I'm cool. If we go throughout this market, if we get to the end of this transfer market and we do not get anyone, it will be bad. It would be really bad. We have to go and buy. I'll put the link in the chat, guys. So if you just want to come in, get involved, over 108 of you guys here. Can you please smash the like button? Hit the like button below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. The link's in the chat. Get involved. Just read out some of the chats that people are saying. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Also, people saying, also Sevilla are not in the Champions League. That's true. Kounde must come to Chelsea. Like I said, I want to see Kounde at Chelsea, whether it's the summer. January, I'll be excited, but summer makes more sense to me. At the back, central back. We can get him, but Sevilla better not bend us over. Exactly that. Another midfielder when we have a couple, but an out on loan is Mad. He is agile, comfortable on the ball, technically gifted and solid, can always play as a right-sided central midfielder. Talking about Kounde, Sarah, I agree. Very versatile, offers a lot to this football club. You know, especially in the future under Tuchel, gives him options if he wants to switch systems as well. He does. He does give us options. Listen, guys, the link's in the chat. If you want to come in, pin the message. Come and have your say. As always, we've got W here. What you saying, W? You're muted, mate. He's gone. He left. W's left. Come and get involved if you'd like to. Anything to do with Lucas Digne, Tchouameni, Kounde. If you want to talk about the under 23s that have been called up to the game tomorrow, we can do that. We are going to do a match preview tomorrow on Brentford Chelsea. So don't worry about that. We'll definitely be looking to do that. W,
Yo.
What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, bro?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Obviously, you've probably been listening to what I've been saying. So, what is it you want to what is it you want to say?
About the signings.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we should go in for a left back, left wing back. I think that's all we need, really. I think midfielder or centre back could wait for the summer.
Yeah,
But also during the left back, I do want to see if there's any left wing back in the academy that could play tomorrow, which could save us money.
that's true. That's true. That is true. Actually, I mean, we're going to see certain individuals coming in. Maybe could do a job for now. Whether or not we look to maybe pushing forward with them after going into January and after January, I'm not too sure. Bearing that they're still quite young and inexperienced, we could take the risk like we did with Chalobah and it paid off.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Digne makes sense. No, what do you think about
It
Lucas
makes
Digne?
sense, but you also have to realise when Chilwell gets fit, like, what do we do? Because we have two starters.
But that's what
That's
we
the
want, right?
problem.
But that's what we want, don't we? We want people that are gonna challenge each other.
Yeah, that is
You know.
true, but how do you keep both of them happy?
Well, I think there would be rotation anyway.
Really?
I don't think you would see one, look, if Digne's playing better than Chilwell, yeah, let's say that could happen because Digne is a good
True.
left wing back. Trust me, on his day.
And Chilwell will need time to come back as well.
Exactly, Chilwell's going to need time to come back anyway. So that we benefit from Digne being here at this moment in time because we might not see Chilwell for a while. Let's be serious. It might not even be next year at this rate with
Yeah.
what's going on. So I would say don't worry about having. I would say don't worry about having Chilwell and Digne because for me, your Chelsea Football Club, you want to have the best players in the best positions that are hungry and fighting once they're both fit to get their spot. And we can rotate them. I'm sure Tuchel's very good at doing that. He's done it already in keeping players happy, giving them opportunities. I think you'd see a lot of rotation, especially when we play a lot of football, bro. Do you know what I mean? We play a lot of
Yeah, we
football.
play loads of games.
Every 3 days. We could do with Digne and Chilwell right now in December. Do you know what I mean?
True, yeah. Just rest them.
Just rest one for the other and rotate, keep your squad nice and healthy,
But
and you won't have all these goddamn injuries.
Is Digne a wing back though?
Digne is definitely a wing back. Digne is someone that can play it. He has the abilities to be able to move forward, get backwards, go back. Offensively quick. Got a good left foot. He takes free kicks, can cross.
Yeah, he's good.
One thing we miss the most, W, is crossing. Someone to be able to cross.
He can whip in the ball.
Exactly. He can whip in the ball. And that's why I'm saying I think he would be the perfect addition to this team right now. Football star. What are you saying, bro?
Yo, big up. Because as in my country, good morning.
Good morning.
So I just want to say, I think Lucadini is a good player, in my opinion. He can cross and do everything. But I just want to be sure, could he score goal like Ben Chilwell?
I think he can. He has a good enough left foot to do so. It's just whether or not you're going to find. He does. He will find himself in the box. It's just that. Can he score the type of goals Chilwell does? I'm not too sure. But what he can do,
he's a better pass on the ball than Chilwell.
Yeah, he's a better. What he can do better than Chilwell is the assists element of it, and I think his left foot is amazing. Really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. I saw him like a couple of videos in Everton. He was good, like in crossing and passing, assisting. I just want to know, like, what do you think about Theo Hernandez from AC Milan?
We won't get him in January.
Yeah, nah. Again, I've not watched much of him. I watched him against who was they playing in the Champions League?
He's like Reece James.
Yeah. I've just got something sent to me from DJ Savjay about Lucas Digne, and apparently, breaking news on football transfers as well is that Juventus want to sign Everton left back Lucas Digne as a replacement for Alexandro and could offer Alpha Melo in a swap deal as well. So
don't forget also Newcastle and Leicester City and other clubs are interested in him. So
but Juventus are in shit anyway. So why would he want to go Juventus? That makes no sense to me at the moment.
You never know.
They offer him more money.
You never know. Maybe because like he was in Barcelona and then he got to Everton.
He might want to leave. He might want to leave England as well.
Yeah. We never know. Like his decisions is opinions. That's why what he did, like when he was got in Barcelona in a bigger club, like. And
I think. Yeah. Go on, mate.
I just want to say that like we should buy him in the transfer January window because he is our main target guy. If Chelsea board did not like make it late decision, then we will lost him. We will lost this player, and that's what annoying me in Chelsea board because they do the things not like in the first week, like or the second week, like decisions. But I hope, hopefully, they get the idea because
How much will he cost?
20 million.
21
Really?
million. Yeah,
Hey,
21
do
million.
you guys honestly believe that he's only going to cost 20?
Yeah, I think it'll be 40.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
think
better
he
to
will.
get him. It's better to get him a loan. If
Get him on loan.
Hey, but you're making it like Chelsea's just going to dictate terms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You're
Everton.
any January signing, you're paying a premium.
No,
right?
not if you're on the option. Not if you're on the option of loan to buy, which Chelsea will have in their contract. So if they loan him and they agree a set amount to Everton, then whatever they decide to buy him at the end of this window is what they can buy him at. It doesn't matter if he plays really well at Chelsea. They can't then come back and say we want another 30 million. That's not how it works.
Jim, do you think they're desperate to get him rid of the books?
Well,
Like no
he's
one wants
having.
to buy him?
It's not that he's not desperate. Declared, he's having problems at the moment.
No.
Everton.
What I'm getting at
As a
is that
player.
if Everton are having trouble getting rid of him, then that's when loan options come into play. But if Everton want to get rid of him and just get quick money, or get
Everton
a
don't want to
premium
get
price
rid of
for
him
him.
though.
Well,
That's what I was kind of saying, that Everton don't want to get rid of him because he's out of favour with Rafa, but
Exactly.
Rafa's out of favour with the board at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
He might get sacked before him, and so they still want to keep him. So that's my
I don't
stance
think
on
it'll be
it.
a cheap deal. I think it'll be 40 mil.
Yeah.
Rafa ain't going anywhere until summer for me. I don't think personally. But Sasuke says, big up for the donation. This is Juventus are in for Luca Digne. Yep, I've just had the news as well that is the case. And we've got another one from him as well. Thank you for the donation. Will Luca and Kounde win us the league? I
No.
actually think, this is why I was saying, I actually think Tchouameni would be better in January than signing a Kounde. Because Kounde we can get in the summer. I'm cool with Kounde coming in the summer.
What about signing in the summer transfer Declan Rice? Maybe if a possibility.
Not for 100 million, man.
Maybe West Ham will, because they were. Why did they do this 100 million? Because in the time that they were in the European League for the thing.
Do you still think we'll be at 3 at the back at the end of the season?
I think he will stick. I think he'll want to stick to it, but
forever.
I think if he has the players, because he won't be able to do it forever, because eventually people will work out how to play against us, and we just won't be winning games whatsoever with it. So we will have to adapt eventually, but he will need the players to do that when he needs to do it. At the moment, he has no chance of doing that because he hasn't got the players to do it.
But I think our team's good enough to play 4 at the back, though.
It ain't.
No.
We haven't got a. I mean, unless you're going to do a 4-2-3-1, we ain't got. We can't play our lone DM.
Yeah, play a pivot. Or 4-2-2. Or 4-4-2.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
I think if we did 2 defenders like different formation, it will affect the squad in the midfield and the defenders, because mostly Rudiger he get caught if he did this, but Thiago maybe. So that's why we need to buy a new defender, like in my opinion, like Jules Kounde. He's a very good player.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, we're going to move on to, let's talk a little bit, guys. I've been talking quite a lot about him, but I'll leave it to you. But in terms of, where is it? Where is he? I can't see. My eyes are so bad. There we go. Tchouameni. Obviously, there's talks about him potentially Chelsea looking to buy him, then loan him to Monaco and bring him back at the end of the season. But they're also trying to potentially maybe bring him in immediately, but it would cost them around 50 million. What do you think is the right choice if they are doing that? What do you think is the right choice to do?
To buy him.
You'd buy him now in January, yeah?
Yes.
What's the point of it though? Just to get in a cheaper deal? I mean, I thought the talk was because we desperately needed midfielders.
Yeah, we seriously need.
Yeah, but this is saying to buy him and loan him back.
No. We need to buy him. We can offer the money. We have the money. Why not?
Yeah, like this tweet is saying that Chelsea are open to buying him now to loan him back.
We never know. Maybe they loan him. Maybe, but I don't know. I know. I would buy him. In my opinion, I would buy him right now.
Do you like Tchouameni as a player?
Yeah, he is good. I saw him in Monaco. He like sent a midfield a DM. He can defend, he can cross, he can pass, he can do everything like what you want. Sometimes I saw him, he scored a goal, like you never know. So I
What
think
if we
he's
send Sal back as well? Because there's talks about Sal maybe going back in
yeah,
January as well. So what if we, what if that
yeah,
happens?
it's a big problem. It's a big problem if like we cannot let him back in January. It's all Niguez with Atletico Madrid. It will be a big issue, but what can we do? This is our problem with what Chelsea did. This is a problem what Chelsea did when they decided in the end of the transfer.
Yeah.
You know?
I hear that. Declared. What about you on Tchouameni? Do you think Chelsea should look to buy him, or do you think we should just buy him, loan him back? Do you like Tchouameni as a player? Saul Niguez as well. There's the potentials of him leaving in January and going back to Atletico if they deem to see him fit in their plans. Like, what's your thoughts?
My stance is a little different, but any January type transfers is to me how can I put it, like a band-aid. So I think I'd rather we didn't buy anyone unless Chilwell didn't make it. So the way I was thinking of it, I think Tuchel's got different. I'm trying to say 10 things at once. I think Tuchel has different plans at the end of the season, right? And I think there's going to be a lot of players leaving, a lot of shuffling. I'd rather do all our purchases then, and maybe Tchouameni isn't the type of characteristics that we're after. Maybe only if Kounde left, maybe he's a replacement for him. But till then, I'd rather buy no one till the end of the season to see who leaves, who goes, maybe which loan we want to keep, loanee player. Because well, what if Gilmour is a big part of the plans? Then what's the point of getting Tchouameni and keeping all our midfielders that we have?
In my opinion, I think Gilmour need another loan. In my opinion, we don't want him to bring him back in our squad because in the first start, the Digne Henderson, now he's starting him. But before the other coach, he wasn't like the first team starting squad. So he needs to used to it like for the full game every time using him. So then we can see the Chelsea board will see him and think about it.
I like Billy Gilmour, and I do wish that he was still at our football club at this moment in time. I don't think him. I know I get the whole thing of him going on loan and getting the experience and whatever else, but right now he could be playing. Do you know what I mean? I think he'd be playing quite comfortably as well. So yeah, I still think Tchouameni is definitely one for the future, and we should definitely look to bring him in. I like Tchouameni as the player from what I've seen. I think he has some bags of ability. I think he's set.
I think we signed Tchouameni when we sell Kounde.
What about
why do we need to do that though? Why do we need to do that?
I think he's a direct replacement for Kounde.
Not Jorginho?
He can't sit. He's box to box.
Oh, I honestly don't think we need anyone, to be honest.
Well,
I mean,
we say he can't sit
he's like
based on what we say he can't sit based on what we've seen at Monaco. Who's to say that he comes to Chelsea and Tuchel works with him and gets him playing in the position that suits him, and that ain't maybe the way he plays.
I'm telling you, he's pretty much a taller version of Kounde. They're very similar.
Yeah, but Jem, if no one leaves, right, and Gilmour comes back and we send Saul the other way, do we actually
don't forget about Gallagher?
But Gallagher, I think, might play more advanced.
Yeah, Gallagher's more advanced for me as well. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
But let's say just what we have now, swap Gilmour and Saul.
No, we do need a sitting midfielder.
We can't do this. We can't.
Why? I mean, look, this was a rare chance that we got all these injuries and COVID, right?
Yeah. But we can't switch because...
No, we will always get injuries, though. Let's be real. Kante's always going to get injured. Kovac's always going to get injured. Pulisic is always going to get injured.
This is why I'm saying that the central midfielder element could be important in January, because yes, Kounde, everyone goes, but we've got Kounde and Kovacic and Jorginho, we've got them all back. But how long are we going to have them back? Kounde does get injured every 1 to 2 games, it feels like, and Kovacic has just came back from COVID. He might not be able to play.
Maybe Jorginho also.
You know, we don't know yet. We don't know the effects of COVID specifically, do we, on players, especially when they're running and it affects your lungs. So that's what worries me. That's what
in my opinion, this January transfer
when are the COVID
and the
players
summer
coming back?
In my opinion, this January transfer and the summer transfer, I would buy a center back and left wing back and middle midfield. Everyone 1-1-1 like, and one in the forward line. That's what I think we need, and sell players like Rose Barkley and so on and Fatherland, like these players.
I think I think we should just buy everyone Tuchel wants and sell everyone Tuchel wants.
That's
No.
a good way to put it.
We all wish that, don't we? We all wish that, but
Because at the end of the day,
Mm.
at the end of the day, like we have to let the manager do what he wants because it's his squad. We can't just sign players for
yeah,
signing
to a
players.
degree. To a degree, yeah, I agree. You know,
Because we did it under Lampard. We signed players when we didn't need to.
yeah. Ultimately, the three main DMs are on the short CFC careers. We are in theory still in title contention, so may go for it with Tchouameni is what we're hearing here. Winter Surfer is with us as well. What are you saying, bro? How you doing?
Have it right.
What are you saying, Mario?
all right, guys.
So Winter Surfer, I mean, I don't know if you've been listening to me talking or not, or what I've been talking
Yeah,
about. So, all right, okay. So I mean, Tchouameni potential
Jared
January. Kounde, there's talked about him. I said maybe summer rather than January. Lucas Digne potentially coming to Chelsea, but apparently now Juventus are looking to get him as well. So that throws another sort of thing in the woods. But what's your thoughts on it all, mate? What do you think is the most important thing to do in January for Chelsea?
Obviously the left back for me. Because I still think Chilwell's not going to be. I don't think we'll see Chilwell this season.
Apparently, he's back in January.
Yeah, but I just don't. I just think he might try and come back, and then he'll be forced to have that surgery in the end, which then delays the recovery.
Even if he's back, Andrew, he's not going to be 100%.
No.
Like, I think I've said it before. I personally had that injury 3 times, and I've played on it too. And you're not going to be 100%. So even if he decides to put off that surgery, he's not going to be 100%, and probably couldn't play all the games too.
No, that's what I mean. So getting Lucas Digne in or whoever in is priority for me. I do. Yeah, sorry, Tchouameni.
Let's let him finish. Let him finish.
Tchouameni, I think I heard you guys say it. It's not about who we're going to have. I think it's when are we going to have them. And in terms of, I think we need to start planning now for life without Kante while we've still got him.
Exactly.
Because he can't play 3 games in a row.
And
Jorginho. He can't do it. And Jorginho, I think Jorginho goes in the next 18 months.
Same.
I agree.
I think Kovacic is now starting to pick up little injuries here and there as well. Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, what is built to the future still?
Yeah, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is not built to play this amount of games in a row.
He's not that guy.
We don't know what Gilmore or Gallagher can do in a long sustained period in this team. And I just think we won't know if we get Tchouameni what he can do, but I just think we need to start planning. It's the same with the left back. It's the same with the centre backs. I'd get Kounde in January as well. I'd just get him.
That's not possible though.
I'd get him in because I would get him in just because
depth.
I want to get him in and get him acclimatized as soon as possible to Chelsea because I think Rudiger's gone. I think Christensen is annoying me. I think he's a good player. Just the contract is annoying me.
Yeah, he's annoying me as well. Yeah.
Thiago Silva is turning 38 this year, and he's playing too much football. I think even now, I think he's playing too much football.
Chalobah,
Aspie, we've seen it. His legs. It's not like about.
Yeah, he's on the decline.
He's declining, isn't he?
Yeah. And Chalobah is not that experienced, so. I'd get him in as soon as possible, but left back for sure is the most important one for me.
Yeah,
it's a kind of Alonso for 6 months.
I think left back's important massively.
Yeah.
I've really stressed how important it is, but I also think that if we, like you said, if we can get the central midfield element sorted as well, if Tchouameni's playing for Monaco, they're sitting 8th in the league at the moment, and they're not really playing for much. So if Chelsea are really serious and have the money to just say, look, we'll grab you in January rather than leave it to summer, do it. You know, the Kounde thing I understand to a degree.
But do we need Tchouameni now?
I would like to see Kounde at Chelsea in January. Don't get me wrong, I'm the one that's been wanting him for ages. You know what I'm like when it comes to Kounde. But I just think that we can potentially maybe get away with Kounde coming in the summer because I don't think you can have that many profile players. And they're kind of young, high-profile players coming in January just because of where their football clubs at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think their clubs are going to let them go just to
I think we. So I tell you what I think we do. Gilmore and Gallagher, you can't recall. Kante, like I said, he's not going to play 3 games in a row. We already had to play him full 90 minutes without any games before that. We had to bring Kovacic on, who's only just returned from injury, and COVID, I think you bring him in because Saul's not. Even if you're keeping Saul on loan, he's not worked out, and Jorginho's been overplayed, and Ruben's been overplayed. I think you just bring him in for the rotation, and it's not. I don't think he can play in Champions League either. So you've even got him for the league games as well. So that means you can put your best team out.
You can.
You would do anyway, but you could rest between the as far as we can go in the Champions League. You could rest Jorginho, you could rest Kante, you could rest Kovacic, whoever, and bring him into play then. So I think you bring it in now. Plus, I said it, I was just on the terrace. I think we're getting linked to all these players because of the agent thing that's happening in some. I think
there is connection. Yeah, there is connection.
I think agents are trying to get these players out now to get more money. Plus, remember, guys, Kounde and Tchouameni have the same agent. Yeah. They have the same agent. So
and they're best friends.
Yeah,
that is true. But it's not the agent thing for me. It's the clubs, like the club and where they're at the moment. Like I get the Monaco thing because they're not there.
All reports, Jim. I don't know. I'll take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah, I'll take it with a pinch of salt. All reports seem to say that Sevilla are foring in their stance over Kounde. Like they seem more. They realise now he's going.
He wants to leave, doesn't he?
Tchouameni's different.
Yeah.
Tchouameni's a different situation altogether.
Yeah. How much will Kounde be? Like
50 million sterling, we're being told at the moment, but it could be more. We'll have to see what happens with that as well. He's about the same as what
we could have got him. We could have got him for 30 mil this summer.
No, I think it was always going to be 50 million.
It was always going to be 50 plus. They wanted more than more.
Tchouameni was 30.
He was before. He was 70 before, like last year.
Yeah. QNTV, Kazim, what you saying, bro?
Hi, Jim. Thanks for having me. How's everyone? Okay.
All good, bro. All good.
Look, I think I declare you all right, bro. That's why that is a difference between us and City, bro. Right? When City wanted a player like Grealish, they went out there and got 100 million. Look, Kante is not getting any younger, and he gets injured all the time. Jorginho, and he's in decline, in my opinion. He's going to 30 now, 31. Kova is injured. We need big profile. We need Declan Rice, bro. He's a beautiful creature for us. The issue is, as I said to you guys, I know a lot of people are not going to like that. Listen, I'm looking at it to compete. Manchester City, look at to now, Grealish is a fantastic player, but he didn't hit the ground run yet. But Pep Guardiola knows Kevin De Bruyne is in decline, and he's the replacement for a long term. That's what we should be doing. Declan Rice should be the player for us.
Not in January, though.
Hear me out. Mate, hear me out. Declan Rice is proven. Tchouameni is potential. And I'm sick of these potential players, bro.
Exactly.
We need a player proven, played in the Premier League, a leader, knows the club in and out. That's my opinion about it.
Doesn't know the club.
They will not sell this.
He came from the academy, bro. He came from the academy. How do you say that?
They will not say that. They will not sell them in January.
I disagree that he knows the club in and out. He's not a
John Terry. He's a Chelsea lad. Jim,
he's a West Ham lad.
No, he's not.
He's a West Ham lad.
Have you seen his house? Have you seen his house?
Because that sounds like a creepy question.
In his house.
Just listen. My boy says, I know.
They will not sell them in January.
Listen, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but that's how I see it. When you compete with City, you get players, proven players.
100 million.
That's what I want to say.
It's not the players.
100 million.
My biggest issue is the price tag. I ain't got a problem with Declan Rice being a Chelsea
100 mill's worth it.
We're not. No, it isn't.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's
not.
Is he Grealish 100 million player, Jim? Is Grealish 100 million
player? No, he isn't.
It's not.
How can City get out and go him?
How much would you value Mason Mount?
70 million.
He's in a completely different position here.
I would rate him right now 70 million.
How much would you value Mason Mount?
Can I ask you a question?
50 mil.
Let me ask you a question. Is Ndidi worth more?
Your agenda. Yeah, he came.
Is Ndidi worth more in the market than Declan Rice?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
no.
he is.
But Ndidi's the more
how can you say that, bro?
Wait a sec. But Ndidi's the more
Answer my question.
world-class DM that everyone talks about. But apparently,
no, he's not. He's not.
Answer my question, Jem. Answer my question.
What was it?
How much would you sell Mason Mount for?
Why Mason Mount? I don't get why you pick Mason Mount. He's a forward.
Just say any number.
He's English and he's a midfielder.
Huh?
70, 80
Not
million.
a DM, is he? he's contributing to goals.
Reece James.
It's 100 million.
For
I'm
me,
joking,
I
I'm
don't even.
joking.
Mason Mount for me is probably about 20 quid, to be honest. But you
No,
know.
he's 150 mil.
No,
Well,
you're
that's-
serious.
Oh
I don't
my
think he's
God.
150 mil.
Oh my God.
He's not 150
He's
mil.
not
Mason Mount.
150 mil.
No,
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He's not.
Yeah, he
man.
is. Why
He's
is he
not.
not?
This fascination
not-
with Mount and Rice being like this partner of 100,
Now, listen,
100 mil
Jim,
players.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Listen, I think, in my opinion, 100 mil for Declan Rice is quite a lot. But
Ask Ram.
I think 80 million is quite about right. I think 80
No,
million
no,
is about
Yeah,
70 million.
Ram, how much do
70
you
million.
think Declan Rice is worth? And is Mason Mount 150 million for fuck's sake?
Mason
He
Mount
is.
is worth 50 million. 50.
How much is
listen,
Curtis Jones
I
worth?
think that
How
guy
much-
No, it's not
Yeah.
agendas. Shut
30
up.
million.
Shut up.
Agenda.
Let him
It's
finish.
not
Ram.
agendas. Shut
Let him
up.
finish. Let him
He's
finish.
asking
It's
a
not
question. Let him
agendas.
finish. Let him finish.
How much is
Okay,
Curtis
I'll
Jones worth?
give you a good example. Yeah,
Go on.
Kai Havertz, when he first came out from Bayer Leverkusen,
70
and
mil.
he was breaking records.
Yeah.
Was worth around about 75 million pounds.
Yep.
Florian Wirtz at this moment for his age is worth around about 70, 75 because of his age and what he's doing right now, because he's breaking records as well.
Yeah.
Mason Mount's not doing that.
Okay,
So he's not
okay.
50 million
You know, Ram,
pounds. He's not
you do know
150
that
Okay,
million
what-
pounds.
did
He's
say.
nowhere.
And
He's
that-
nowhere
hold
near
on,
the
hold on.
level.
You
Hold
know that was
on,
a COVID
hold
market too. They said that Havertz would have been in a different market, 100 mil player.
And don't forget,
And that's why we swooped on him and
Right,
took
Havertz was a
situation.
generational player at the point as well.
Right.
That's what
This
I'm
guy,
saying.
So
man,
that's
this
what they were
guy.
saying. How we got him? They're actually saying how we got him
Oh.
on a bargain because of the
Generational.
COVID
No,
situation.
but because you guys, I thought you guys
Do you remember
spent
that
about 100
generational
mil on him.
Havertz?
Oh.
How much
Every
now in the
player.
transfer market?
he
How
would
much
have went
now
for
in the
that.
transfer market?
Apparently, Mason Mount.
Do you know why?
generation.
Do you know why that sounds so stupid?
Why?
Haaland is worth around about 150 mil,
Yeah.
and he's
exactly.
nowhere near Haaland's
He
level.
is
Yeah.
70, but
How
now
the
he's
hell is
70.
can we go back to Declan Rice? How the hell is Declan Rice 100 million, Ram? Can you answer that question?
That's
Because
worth
he's
it.
Because
not.
you're paying for
It's English.
potential.
No, do you know what
Hold
it
on,
is? It's
you're paying
English
for the
tax.
age and
It's
his
English
potential.
You're
tax.
playing
He's
for
not 100 million.
potential.
Yeah,
English
I agree.
tax.
I agree.
I'm not
It's
paying
English
100 million pounds for
Yeah.
potential.
Nah.
Because
No,
he's
no,
Havertz
no,
worth
but-
70
but-
mil.
Andrew, you do know, but you know that the prices have been based on that. Like
Yeah,
every
but
player
declared
that
how many-
think
declared.
Was
you're
Ousmane
sensible, right?
Dembele worth
Hang on,
180 mil?
Declared you're sensible. How many players now in the squad are we waiting potential wise? We're going to add another one.
I know.
for
Look,
potential.
my stance. I don't think Rice is worth that much. But when I compare to a whole bunch of big transfers on young players, you know, like we had
Okay,
Dembele and
It's
stuff like that in
worth
the
it.
past.
Now, okay, but
No,
but
he's
now
not.
Declared, I'll ask you another
Was
question. so I
Ousmane
get
Dembele worth
Hang
it?
on. I'll ask Declared another question so I know I get a sensible answer. Now remember who the club is. Do you think they'll pay 100 million for Declan Rice?
Yeah.
No,
No.
they will not. They will
No,
not.
exactly.
They will not.
Exactly.
They will not.
No, it's not. It's just a stupid. It's
A stupid question,
guys.
yeah,
We just
stupid,
stop
yeah.
being
No, but
silly.
Not
what I was getting at, I can
Silly,
see West Ham
Roman loves
asking for
Declan
that
Rice.
price. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Roman loves
okay,
Haaland.
Totally.
What
Yeah.
does it make? Did he get
No,
him?
we don't.
Yes, he does.
Roman-
He does.
Roman
loves
Haaland.
Roman loves
You're
Hazard.
chatting
Roman
West,
loves
bro. You're
Hazard.
chatting West.
Roman
You're
loves
chatting
Hazard.
West.
Anyway, I don't. We're going off target. Here,
You got to
anyway.
remember
I mean,
who you support, guys. You gotta remember who you support.
Listen,
You gotta remember who you
guys.
support.
Can I just come back to what I'm saying?
go
My
on,
point
Tazzy,
is,
finish off, go on.
yeah. Listen. I know people agree to disagree, but listen, my point is, okay. My three midfielders and Chelsea Football Club, they're in decline in a way, and one of them got to go. One of them got to go, which is to me is Jorginho. I'm not gonna lie,
Fact.
because I want to keep Kante, right?
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
So
still
I
Kante,
think.
though.
Say it again.
Now you go on.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I think the big profile knows the Premier League in and out. It came from the academy. I think he's a very, very good player in his position. He's Declan
No
Rice for me.
problem.
Hey, but
I think it's going to cost a bit of money. It's going to cost about.
Go
It's gonna-
before Kante.
Guys,
Yeah.
let him finish, because I have got to leave soon. I've got to shoot out, so I want to try and get everyone's points for.
Yeah, it's going to cost a bit of money. I think I'd be 80 million for Declan Rice, and that's it. Football generation, mate, for next 10 years. But if you're going to survive potential, mate.
What about Tchouameni? What about Tchouameni? What do you think?
Wait,
Tchouameni.
Yes, it's better than
I got a
Tchouameni.
question
Yes.
for Kazim.
He's generational from France.
I answered that question. And
Exactly, generational for France.
When you
50
compare
million, cheaper.
Kante and
Who's
Jorginho,
generational?
Hold on. When you
So
mentioned
many.
Kante, Jorginho.
No,
age.
Declan Rice. I said Declan
Yeah,
Rice.
Declan Rice is generational.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Tchouameni.
Declan Rice. Too many is a
Quickly,
potential.
before we go on, Josh, do you know what? I agree with you on this comment because Christensen the stuff that I heard today about Christensen's
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If a
contracts
player,
breaking
if a
down.
player don't want to sign a contract, get them out the club.
Yeah, sell him. Go to Barcelona.
Let
Let him go to Barcelona.
Let him finish.
When we buy better one, maybe buy De Ligt.
Why do you just talk over me? Can I just say something? When I'm talking, do not talk over me. Let me
He's the
talk.
host.
Like, what is wrong with you guys, man? Like,
What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you guys?
See you later, W. If you're going to annoy me, I'll just kick you out. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. Listen, the whole stagnated thing, right? The whole thing of him still not signing the contract, causing problems, it being an issue. It's starting to wind me up. I know I keep banging on about Christensen and not being a great. I don't mind him as an individual. It's cool, but to say that it's stagnated tells me the word stagnated is that they're both not coming to an agreement on something. And the fact that he supposedly did come to an agreement and then fucking switched it around because he probably saw Rudiger doing what he was doing and thought he could have a go himself tells me that there's an issue here. If he wants to go, he can leave. I don't even care, to be honest, for Christensen.
Yeah.
Like,
Jem, careful. Carefree's in the chat.
Let him be in the chat. I don't even care. I'm fed up of this whole thing.
Come on, Lewis. Come on, defend your boy.
Stagnated.
Get rid of this Alex guy as well, man.
Pooey agendas.
Lewis,
If
defend your boy.
down due to it being stagnated, that tells me that he's not agreeing to sign with the football club at the moment for whatever reasons. I don't want to. It's just bullshit. I don't want to hear it. But anyway, Sasuke must buy rice in the summer. Yuri must in Jan.
Is he cooking something? Is he giving us summer shopping?
I don't know, but he's not 100 million. I don't want to sign him. But I need to quickly fly through it. So we've got people keep coming in. We go to Bobby and then Redneck after. Bobby, what are you saying?
Hey guys, how you doing? All right?
Not bad.
Bobby.
Listen, what's the topic? I'm hearing about Rice. I'm hearing about midfield. So I guess we're talking about the midfield.
The topic is either Tchouameni, Kounde, Lucas Digne, not Mason Mount. Just stay away from Mason Mount. I'm not talking Mason Mount on here.
What you mean to come in January?
Yeah.
Well, Kounde for sure. I think we're going to need him to be able to a player that's versatile that can help Reece James on the right wing back position, and sometimes move into defence. And I hear Jules Kounde can also play CDM in the same mould as Chalobah. So that would be the signing for me. But I think I heard what's his name, Kasim, talking about Declan Rice.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with him. You know, I think
if
there is a CDM that we should go for, it's got to be him.
Sorry, guys, about that.
So it's got to be him because, he fits the profile. He came from the academy. He understands the club. He understands the league, and he's a damn good player. I know he's expensive. I wouldn't go beyond 80. I mean, 80 is really pushing it for him. But I think we've got to be looking that way. We've got, at the moment, 5 central midfielders. I think there are 2 that we can offload. People are talking about Jorginho. I'll far sooner get rid of Saul Niguez and, unfortunately, Barkley before I even think of Jorginho. Get rid of those 2, bring in Declan Rice. I think that's going to sort us out, good and proper.
Yeah, I agree, Bobby. I agree. Makes a lot of sense. I still don't agree with the Declan Rice 100 million thing. I think if we can get Tchouameni for 50 million,
he doesn't know the club, man.
He does.
He doesn't.
He's not. He doesn't know.
He's
not
Chelsea through and through.
No,
he's not. He's West Ham through and through.
In his house, he has Chelsea shirts.
How do you know that, you stalker?
In his house, he has West Ham season tickets for his family.
Exactly, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is.
Redneck, what are you saying, my guy?
Let's let Redneck talk.
I say kick out the W.
Sorry, before I interrupt, I have to go, Jim. Thanks for having me, bro.
Kazim. Take care, bro.
I was here just to...
Go on.
You just came for Kazim?
Yeah, there's thing happened yesterday on his stream, so I was just making fun of him.
Hey, Redneck, he streamed for 7 hours.
I know.
You streamed for 7 hours?
Kazim.
He does it like from
It's
midnight.
It's not a stream. It's more like a conversation between a couple of guys. It's actually really good.
It was
It's
funny
really
actually. I was
good,
on there
yeah.
as well for about half
Yeah.
hour, having some laughs, man. I was getting the piss out. I was calling, what was I calling, snails, wasn't I? I said, I don't like snails, and they were like, "Who's that?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "Alonso and Jorginho," because they love Alonso and Jorginho.
Can you imagine a race between those two? Like who's gonna be the fastest?
Faster running backwards. That's what they would do.
Guys,
Anyway.
sorry to interrupt you, Alex. I've got to go. I am
Bobby,
working. I
talk to you
just
in a bit.
popped in.
See you,
Always
Bobby.
respect, Jem. Love you,
See you
man.
later, my guy. Thank
Big
you for
up.
coming.
See you,
on.
Bobby.
Take care, bro. See you later. I ain't gonna be here long myself, guys. So I would sorry because I've got to shoot out. I've got to go and see
You got a
family.
haircut? You got a hair appointment?
Family for Christmas, not haircut. All right, I got to go and see some family for Christmas. So go Redneck. What you saying?
I think the only reason why I want to not the only reason. I think Tchouameni must sign him. I don't care if we sign him on now and loan him back, but it needs to be done now because if he's going into the summer, he's going to be a bigger target for more clubs.
Yeah.
Reece James is, I think it's a little bit above our weight at this moment. So, or this summer. So we have to get somebody that actually, because I think Reece is going back to not Reece James, what his fuck Rice. Same grade. You know what I'm saying? Like Rice is gonna be at Manchester United in the summer. I got that feeling that he's going to Manchester United because they're the only crazy ones that are gonna pay above like how much West Ham wants for.
Yeah.
Christensen.
Wouldn't it depend who their coach is? Because Ralph is not there. He's on interim. They're gonna.
No, that's not the. That's. I don't think so. That's the. You got to look at the money. You got to look at the money more than anything. You got to look at the money. Who's gonna pay 80 million? Man United. That's all.
Yeah.
But
they bought Donny van de Beek. Solskjaer didn't want Van de Beek, so I never plays him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like.
Well, I still think they're going to get a new manager and how he wants to play, and might not need that many holding midfielders.
Based on the director, they know. You know which way they're going. At least you know which way they're going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, what's the other guy whose name on the
Bitchinson.
Digne.
No, Bitchinson is fine where he is. He's just a little bitch lately. I don't know why.
He's a bitch, isn't he? That's what I call him. Bitchinson. Stagnated contract. What's that about? Stagnated.
I don't like. It's
respect our players, dickhead.
No,
I don't
listen,
understand.
do you respect a player that's stagnating a contract because he wants to be greedy like Rudiger? Answer that question. Go on.
Well, we don't know the details, man. Well, why are you listening to clickbait articles, man? Come on,
That's
I thought you were smart.
Why is he not signed?
Fabrice, you said everybody said.
Lewis sounds like an Andreas sexual right now. You know what I'm
He
saying?
is, mate.
Oh,
He
yeah,
loves him, mate.
totally.
No, man, I'm just trying to hear the full details before I make a decision, and also
Oh, here we go.
mind your own club's business, innit, dickhead?
Yeah, I didn't think Salah signed a contract yet, did he?
No,
We're in good terms. We're in good terms. But that's our owners.
Yeah, tell Salah to sign his contract.
Owners are dickheads, man. Owners are greedy twats. They're greedy, man.
Big up, Josh. We'll deal with your
By the way,
agenda in an hour.
Ram, do you know that your owners just bought an NFL team, right?
I know that. That's why I'm so pissed right now, bro. all these investments, and they're going and buying up other clubs. I'm like,
Yeah, good luck buying anybody in the summer.
guys, I need to stay on topic. So I haven't got long. I keep saying it. I've got to shoot. I know. I would love to see.
I
it
know
for
you
another
don't have
hour.
long.
Minerals.
That's what she said. But anyway,
Well done. W said minerals.
Are you finished, Redneck? You got more to say?
yeah, let it go. I just woke
You
up.
just woke up, didn't you? I can tell, mate. I can tell.
Yeah.
Lewis talks about Tchouameni to Chelsea potentially 50 million loan back to Monaco. Maybe not even a loan back to Monaco. Chelsea might even think to buy him in January.
Oh, shit,
bring him
that's
in
serious?
straight away. Apparently,
Yeah,
supposedly
it is,
that's an option to do. There's also talks about, obviously, we know Digne coming into Chelsea. Apparently, Juventus in the last half hour have come out and said that they're interested in him and switching him with Alexandro is what we're hearing now as well. I don't know how true that is, but yeah. I mean, what's the most important What is the most important positions for you in January? Like, who do you think Chelsea should sign?
Left wing back.
Well, obviously, if Luca Digne's out there, get him done immediately before we even focus on anything else. Tchouameni, I've always wanted personally, especially over Basmati. If we can get him sorted now,
Respect
perfect.
Rice.
Well, rice is a great side dish, to be fair.
Yeah,
I'll give you
I
that.
do want to have my chicken corn.
Yeah, Perry, yeah.
Because Marty Rice bangs, bro. Come on.
I love
if we can get Tchouameni and loan back is fine because I wanted Tchouameni in the summer and then loaned him back to Monaco for the season, so that works perfectly for me. But we need a left wing back first and foremost.
Yes.
Chelsea conference is starting now.
I'm going to finish now anyway. Don't worry soon. But anyway, Lewis, what about Tchouameni coming in January? What if Chelsea were like, we'll give you the 50 mils now? Do you think it'd be a good choice?
I'd be surprised if that happens.
I think it would be a great choice.
I don't think we need him now.
I'd be surprised if it happens.
We're gonna-
Tchouameni wanted to stay. He wanted to stay so he could get more game time and develop his game more. So I don't think that works.
I think he's gonna look at the squad now and how we're playing. He's like, I'm gonna walk in this team. It's like nobody's.
He gets to never fully fit Kounde.
You do got to remember as well. Monaco is sitting 8th at the moment. They're not really playing for anything.
Does he get in our team if everyone's fit?
But we've not always got everyone fit. That's my problem. Kante always injured every 2 games. Kovacic has just had COVID. We don't know if he's going to be able to play game after game. He might not be able to for a couple weeks.
And the way Tuchel likes to play, it's rotation every week.
He loves rotating the midfield.
My main
it's
worry
freaking unbelievable how much he rotates. No wonder we don't have no.
Not really the pivot.
Couch, what you saying, bro?
Yo, just here, man. Loving life. Holiday season. The most sense I've heard so far is coming from a winter surfer, though, because first time in a long time, my friend.
But, what the hell? I've been sipping for an hour and I don't talk sense. This is how we're doing it. What's going on?
No, I'm just saying. When we're talking about like just bringing in players and whatnot, we have to prepare for the future, man. We have to start looking at like who what we're going to look like 2-3 years from now. And for me, Tchouameni's a perfect signing for that reason. Like. He comes in now. He learns under the tutelage of Conte, Jorginho, and then in 2 or 3 years he becomes the boss in that midfield. This is when you want to bring in a player like that because we still have quality there. He can learn from them and then also kick on as well. So
the main worry.
Sorry,
go finish off, Catch. Finish off.
I was just gonna say Luca Digne. I think that's a no-brainer at this point. The guy's trained. He understands what we need.
One quick sentence to Couch. Remember, he's gonna win the trophies that he won't win the trophy this season, which is World Cup club. If he comes now, that's one trophy now. Anybody that comes in January.
What do you mean they won't win?
They will. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, they will.
They will. I'm saying whoever comes in, they're gonna look at they're gonna win the trophy this season already. If they can come.
I mean, let's not get carried away because I thought we were gonna win the Club World Cup in 2012 too, man. We didn't.
But you faced a good Corinthians.
Fernando Torres tax.
Yeah, no doubt. The sitter in front in the 6, crazy.
Yeah.
But beyond that, there is incentive for them to come to the club. Beyond the trophies, come on, it's a big club. It's a chance to actually compete at the highest level. And if Luca Digne has anything about him, he'd want to come here and play. That's just really what it's about for me. So, I'd like to see him come in, even if it's just on a loan with an option, and then we reassess what we need to do in January or in the summer. But I think that this is going to define the club's ambition this year. If they don't go out and sign a left wing back this January, then we're not really going to be serious about titles. That's just how I see it.
I agree.
I think the main problem with the Tchouameni thing is that if you don't get him now, I have a feeling PSG might get him because he's a sort of quality of player that PSG need.
PSG have bare midfielders though.
Yeah, but he's the kind of player that they need.
I don't think he will walk into PSG though.
They have Gay.
Yeah, I don't think he'll walk into PSG even if he comes next summer.
You don't think?
No, they still have a decent. Matip is what's his name? Not Matip. What's his name?
Herrera.
Liverpool.
Wijnaldum wants to leave. I don't really
already.
He wants to leave. He's not getting
paid. I'll take him at Chelsea.
Not for the price.
No.
He's a red. He's a red. He never wears blue.
Ramsey.
He never wear. Shut up.
He's too old.
That's a shame, man. That's a shame.
Matip, Wijnaldum, he's pretty good actually.
He's too old.
He's not old. He's
too old.
He's 29.
29-30, yeah. It's not old.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's not a sign
You got 3 years left in him.
But we won't pay him his dad.
Especially on those wages. Nah.
Yeah, we won't pay him.
Yeah, plus Verratti. We have Verratti. We have the what's his name that plays in the deep
Herrera.
that
Paredes.
no,
Herrera.
there's a guy that came from Premier League. The black guy.
Pereira.
What's his name?
Danilo. Pereira.
Idrissa Gueye.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, just a guy again.
Yeah.
Idrissa
Yeah.
Gueye,
Yeah.
We have plenty of players over there.
But that doesn't stop PSG because I feel like they're going to offload a load of players because they're not performing. Innit?
Draxler.
Well, who's leaving?
Drax is
Rams?
going. Drax is definitely going. He's leaving. He ain't getting
Yeah,
where?
we've been saying that every summer.
Mbappe will leave. Mbappe will leave. Go to Real Madrid.
Possibly. We don't know. We don't.
I think Chelsea
give-
should
Oh,
send
we
their
know.
wages are too high,
Mbappe's
man.
leaving. He ain't
It's
staying.
not easy for them to offload players.
Nah, but Lewis, what is your infatuation with Lewis? I mean, not Lewis, with Andreas.
Myself.
No, with Andreas Christensen. With Andreas Christensen.
He's a very good centre back.
I think he is.
He's dead food.
See, I personally don't agree with that, but it's cool.
Why?
Right
Why?
now, stocks are in the trenches, but this is where
He's
we
just
were
he's
last
just
year.
wishy-washy, innit? He's wishy-washy. He doesn't get stuck in.
44
it's
clean sheets in 55 games.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, so it's clean sheet style. But whatever we said about Alisson or anyone, it was never clean sheets. It was just, you just have a good defense. That's it. But
Who was talking about Allison?
You have to be consistent, man.
I
You
just
have to
brought
be
in Allison out of nowhere.
No, because I'm using an example.
Alisson
I'm
is
using an
dead,
example.
You
Shut
see,
up,
this is my
shut up.
this is my
Mendy is
biggest
better than
problem
Alisson.
with the fans from different club. But here's one
could
Chelsea
you miss the
dumbass
couple?
Chelsea fans will say a thing, so you will bring something about that everybody thinks. You know what I'm saying? You'll put it on every Chelsea shoulders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not only Ram doing it. Don't get me wrong. There's Chelsea fans doing the same shit. I'm just saying, like, you can see the immaturity between it. Like, if you,
But it's you
I
can't
don't
give
think
an
Lewis
example
said
from
it.
like another club, innit? You can't give an example from another club that you don't really know. You're only going to give examples of your own club because you watch them week in, week out. That's my only like rebuttal. To
I
it.
actually watch Liverpool week in, week out too.
Do you? I mean, I watch other leagues, innit? So I don't.
I
don't
actually
really watch
do. I
Chelsea
watch
that
every
much.
Premier League game. I mean, I'm not watching this like I will watch Chelsea like 3 times same match. I don't watch 3 times Liverpool, but I will watch.
What the fuck is this? What is this? I got to bring this up. I don't even know this. Why do we always get linked with everyone? This is so dumb. Chelsea have their sights on a deal to sign Ruben Neves from Wolves.
I swear he's going to United.
What is this?
No, I that thing has been for a while. Actually, that's not the first time.
That was. I
serious,
swear. I
like-
swear.
that was
Paul
summer
Merson
too,
was
yeah.
the one that said they should buy him. I swear Paul Merson said to get him. That's
What,
where I
Ruben
first
Neves
heard
at
it.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, he would actually
the
sit,
guy.
wouldn't he?
The guy does run in up front. He puts the pressure on the defense.
He's there, but
He's
it's his
good
passing ability that's very good, isn't it? When you watch him, he's got good
passing ability?
He's a bit like
he's got good
Moutinho.
pass. Yeah.
Yeah, he's carbon copy of Moutinho.
Still young too.
How old is he?
Nah, but even though he's young, he's got experience. He's got experience. He's got a lot of experience. He's a good player.
I think
he's got Premier League experience. Yeah, I guess.
No, not even Premier League. He's like, I swear he was like the youngest ever captain.
Lukaku has a Premier League experience.
No, but I swear Ruben Neves was like Porto's youngest ever captain in the Champions League or something. I don't know. I might be wrong. I swear he was that.
Who?
Ruben Neves.
Might be. I don't know.
So what? He went
It'd be a
from
good
Porto
signing
to
for you,
Wolves?
man. It'd be a good
It wouldn't
signing.
be bad. A 24-year-old, obviously presses high, puts pressure on the ball. It's just depending on what the price is and what what you need him for. Like, who's he replacing the squad? I think he's more.
Someone said like 38. I read something like 38 million or something they wanted for him.
You could get him for like 20.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Right, this comment here can apply to pretty much all our forwards. Yeah, this right here, not even just Ziyech. It says one of the major reasons Dortmund did not put so much effort to sign Ziyech is because their bosses believe that the offensive player does not fit Marcus Rose's system, as he prefers to come through the middle rather than the wings. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's like he doesn't prefer. For me, when you watched him at Ajax, he was always, for me, more playing off the wing.
Hugging the touchline, did it?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
he's at high. Yeah,
So I think we've done the same thing. I think we've just bought players that just don't suit the system that for the manager that we
You
have.
think we do it every time? We never buy players
Bro.
based on how we're playing, man.
I just did a video on it, man. I'm telling you, that's
Stupid,
exactly
man.
what I covered.
Yeah.
That was for Lampard, yeah, when he was playing that.
I'm like, I don't know. It's
Is it that the forwards that we've got are just crap, or is it just that they're just not their system based and we're not playing to their strengths?
we're
That's the question.
definitely not playing a string of forwards. That's a fact. We build
Yeah,
the
I think
team
the
around the
formations don't help.
snails. We build the team around the snails to cover the snails' problems.
The snails.
Well, people upset when I'm calling Jennifer, but let's call them.
We've got
snails.
Jennifer, we've got Christina, Christensen, Christina. we've
Yeah,
got Jennifer,
Antonia.
Anita, exactly. We've got
Antonio.
Michelle Mount.
Tony Werner.
Michelle Mount. Michelle Mount. You know, is it Michelle Mount? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What else we got? But yeah, it doesn't
Tamina.
surprise me, really, does it? We need to switch the system.
Marca.
Man. We need to switch the system. But
We need a focal point for the system and then build it around that one focal point.
but we're doing that already.
We
with
did
Jorginho,
it.
aren't we?
We were Jorginho, yeah.
We did it with Havertz or with Hazard. I haven't done it since, as far as I'm concerned. You know,
Yeah, but
like
Havertz is
we bought a bunch of players and haven't really assigned a role for them. Really, like where does Havertz play? Does anyone know?
That
I know where he plays.
I suggested the system that to play best out of Lukaku. If
I'm
Mo-
waiting- I'm waiting for his,
what?
I'm waiting for his potential, like 5 or 6 of these players at the same time. So
Yeah,
I
you have to wait for
was
Havertz.
saying to put Kai Havertz in the middle and Lukaku on either side of him with Mount.
Yeah.
That will give.
I'll play Lukaku. I'll play Havertz behind Lukaku.
Back to what I was saying. Anyway, what I was saying, I was gonna put it either side of him because Lukaku needs more space and he doesn't get in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
we don't
he likes to run the channels for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't likes to like. You know, Lukaku is not Ronaldo. He's not good with dribbling. I mean, he's good with dribbling in the space. So what he needs is a little more space. And you remember when he crossed in the box and he saw Timo Werner and he got upset. Well, at least he's gonna see Kai Havertz, and Kai Havertz is good with the header. So
yeah.
No, but we'll do what we always do.
yeah,
There's
we'll play
no
Lukaku
one in the
middle.
box. When
Is
there's no one in the
Havertz-
box,
is-
we cross
is
it
Har-
in. When someone's in the box, we don't cross it in. That's what we do.
Exactly.
Is Havertz the starter or a bencher?
Starter.
Starter, okay.
This
I
is
think
literally
that's
Lampard.
Mount. I haven't
Mount
seen.
and Kai Havertz
We've
is the
played
best
him-
link we have.
We've played him all over the pitch, and I still haven't seen a preferred role for him. The same could be said for Ziyech as well. Like, where is this guy best suited?
I actually like Ziyech in the middle, in the midfield, not on the wing. I think he's
He
doing
did
it
play in the middle against City a couple of times last season with Werner out on the left or Werner near him. Or
I
Mount
think it was
near him or
pretty
something
good
like that.
actually.
Yeah, he did score. Well, he scored in the semi-final, the FA Cup in the league game, didn't he? Sort of played
Apparently,
a bit deeper.
Yeah,
So-
Ray Allen's saying our scouting department is a shambles. He thinks.
Scouting department for
No,
the first
yeah,
team,
it's
not for
been
the kids.
Yeah, first
It's
team.
been
definitely.
it's been shit since 2016, 2017.
First team. It is
Oh, yeah.
crap.
But
still
ever
these-
since we
all
brought
these
in Barkley and
youth that are
Bakayoko,
coming through, all these great youth that are coming through, they're bad from bad scouting.
No, we said the first team, not the youth. The first team, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I said. The first
think-
team
I think
is
Alex-
Sorry, the
yeah.
youth, no problem. The first team is definitely a problem. I still would
You need scouting for some of these players.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Well,
who-
it's not that.
who-
It's just
what kind
look
of scouting Lukaku get? Like, it was
we're paying-
amazing
we gave
scouting.
We gave Kepa a 7-year contract on 155.
listen,
Yeah, but
these
it was
lot,
just before-
these lot,
You know, we're trying to get
Scouts-
Alex, man.
the first two
Oh no,
scouts
yeah,
are
we're
just
trying to
like
get
this.
Alex.
Christensen's out. We're gonna lose. Let's go.
He turned us down.
Stop it, man. Christensen's not that good. Just deal,
Wait,
just
didn't-
live with it,
he,
man.
Wait, didn't he not
No,
play?
actually,
why is the Liverpool- Why is the Liverpool fan talking like AC didn't drop 2 man of the matches in a year at Anfield?
Oh, do you really want to do that? I remember the guy tried to rugby tackle Mane. Do you really want to do that?
Yeah, I
Konate,
remember that too. I think I was still in uni those days.
Ibu was clear of him, bro, and that
Yeah, he
tackle
rugby
was last
tackled
season.
him, and then he
That
spent
was
the
last
next year
season.
chasing him down and outpacing him on his own
That
turf.
was last
See
season.
my dog.
Man's like,
See
you
my
ain't
dog
even
in the
comfortable in
background.
your own ends. I'm
He
around.
outpaced, he
That
outpaced
come Ram
Mane.
get rattled.
I'm not rattled, man. I know Christensen's level.
That's Ram.
I know,
Right,
I
that's
know it's
Ram.
level 2. He's making Mane eat his dust,
Bro, he tried to pull down Mane's shorts, bro. Stop it.
and then he spent 2 games outpacing him to the ball, and now he's
Well, we've got 2
questioning whether
comments
his
here
pace
anyway.
is like that.
Sasuke, big up for donations. His Havertz is a baller for Germany. And then we had one here. We
Facts.
had one here for CFC Matty K saying Christensen is poor with nobody holding his hand. He gets lost. So
Thank
CFC
you,
Matty.
thank you.
Look. It's
44
always
clean sheets, 54 games, and driving
it's
Denmark
always
to the
a one
semi
Are you
final.
like a parrot? You're like a parrot saying that every single time. Can you say
What
something else?
about you, a parrot, just bringing up random Liverpool names out of nowhere?
I'm
Yeah,
not-
Chelsea
at least
conversation.
I'm
G.
not, at least I'm not
Talk about
repeating
Chelsea
myself.
players. No one cares about Allison. No one cares about Mane and his dusted
I'll bring it
hairline.
up.
No
I'll
one
bring it up.
cares.
Thiago Silva holds his hand.
He didn't hold his hand
He's
at
like a
Anfield,
baby.
did he?
He's like a baby. He's like
Who
a
was
baby,
holding?
bro.
Who was
But
holding
both times he
Kante's
won
hand
man of the
Sunday?
match at Anfield, Thiago Silva wasn't on the pitch. Actually, no. First half against in the last game he was. Second half he wasn't.
To be fair,
Bro,
Virgil van Dijk
semantics,
holds
bro,
most of your defenders' hands,
semantics.
including
Exactly.
you.
Yeah,
whole
talk
team,
to us
yeah.
about your jockey merchant.
Yeah, that's true. You could have scored. You could have conceded 6 goals against Tottenham, man, without Virgil van Dijk. Let's be serious. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was
because
fine.
he's the best, isn't he? He's the best.
No, he's just better than.
Oh, look who it is.
Nah, he's the best. He's the
Here we
best. Alright, I
Boogie,
beg-
Boogie Kaku, what's happening?
Nah, Boogeyman, change your name. Change your name. I don't like that name, Boogeyman. I really don't. I really don't like that name,
Are
Boogeyman.
you scared? Or you got WWE visions?
Boogie, what you saying,
Hey,
man?
that guy was crazy, bro. That guy was crazy.
I'm coming to get you.
I'm good. I'm good. How's you guys doing?
Yeah, all right,
Good,
mate.
good.
Just talking everything at the moment. As you can
Talking
see.
bullshit mostly.
Yeah. Someone asked, what exactly is the position of Harvard? That's why I was just. He's a playmaker. Like, he can play any position from the midfield all the way to the striker position. So, whatever you want him to do, he will do it. That's why I just came in to say we can bounce back again.
There you
I
go.
don't
I
believe.
actually agree with him.
I don't believe he's a playmaker at all. I don't believe that at all. There's nothing that he's
I
shown
think
that
he's
he's a
a runner.
playmaker.
He's more of a runner.
There's nothing. There's nothing that he's shown he's a playmaker. He can link up play, no problem. There's nothing.
Is
showing
he
that
creative
is a
player?
Playmaker. I don't think.
No,
he's
no,
creative.
no. It's
No.
his runs that
I don't
make.
think he's creative at all.
I think he's
Just
the guy
a
that runs on the
still-
end of a
runs.
playmaker ball.
Yeah.
Like,
He
I
does-
think the
He
closest
does what
player,
Timo does, but finishes.
Hassan, the closest player to him is Muller. He's
Yep.
like a Muller. He's not Muller.
He's 100% like a Muller.
Muller now is later in his career is being more creative because he's allowed to with like Lewandowski ahead of him, but Kai Havertz right now is not a playmaker. I don't believe he may
I
turn
think
into
Kai
one.
Havertz is going to be turned into number 9 eventually.
Right, exactly.
No.
Yeah, because I don't think Alex.
He
I don't
will
think he's
become
got,
a number 9
Alex, I don't think
in a
he's got
couple
that
of
creative-
years.
He will
I don't
become
think
a
he's-
really good number 9 because
Yeah, I don't
he
think
is-
he's got that creative spark in him that we think what a playmaker is. I don't
I
believe
think
he's
he
got
has.
that.
He has it. He
I-
has
well,
it.
No, I don't
Like,
think
He's,
because
he's yet to
unless-
show it. Then I've not seen it.
unle-
He's yet to
unle-
show it.
like unless there's a Lewandowski in our team, his stats will go up. But there's no like that kind of striker. If he's a creative player, he should do it now and show it.
Yeah.
Because if he gets an elite striker up front, he'll double his assist right now, whatever he's having.
I tell you what, he's better in the tight spaces than Lukaku. He's
Yeah.
better
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
the tight
yeah.
spaces than Lukaku. So
His
for
runs
me,
are the most dangerous
for
part
me,
of it.
yeah. For me, it's harder for center backs to cover him than Lukaku. It's easy with
Yeah.
Lukaku. Lukaku's
If you
stationary.
notice, Alex, you said he's played back. We saw it in the Euros when he had Muller up there, or even Gnabry. Like when he played Portugal, Diaz couldn't pick him up.
Yeah,
Didn't pick him up because of his late runs and his sneaky runs. They didn't pick him up. If you play him,
that's
up
how
front
we
by him-
split the City defense in the final.
If you play it, but I've just got a feeling he'll be better with Lukaku than up there by
Yeah.
himself all the time.
Yeah.
I
If he's
agree.
up there by himself all the time.
I
He's
agree
the
with
main
that.
focus of the
Yes.
defenders. He can't make
That's
those
why I
runs.
was saying
I think
put
his
the Lukaku on the
movement
side.
with Lukaku
Yeah.
being the focal point
Yeah.
would be you would see the best of Havertz, but we
If-
definitely
yeah,
need
that-
someone that
Go,
can actually.
fellas. I'll speak to
What
that.
you need is someone that
I'll
can actually
see.
create
See
around them
Winter's
too. But yeah, I'm going to finish off anyway as well, guys. Not going to lie. Boogie, what
Sure,
else is there?
guys, I
Anything else
gotta
you want
go.
to say? See you later.
What's up?
Lewis, I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a
Change
bit.
your name to
Thanks for
Boogeyman.
having
In a
me.
Boogeyman, change your name. Change your name, please.
Okay, guys. I'll see you. Thanks for having me, James.
No worries, bro. No worries. Listen, guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go over to Lewis. I think Lewis, are you streaming now? Yeah, are you streaming?
2:30.
Go over to Lewis.
I might hijack that screen. I might hijack that stream. Not gonna lie.
Hijack with what? Just random Mane prop for no reason.
Listen,
I just say that
go over to Carefree Lewis G's channel. Go and tune over there. He's going to continue on with the Chelsea stuff. I will be back tomorrow because I'm going to be doing the Brentford and Chelsea preview. Probably
Are we still playing? Is nothing cancelled yet?
Well, it's not been cancelled yet. We're going to have to.
EFL's playing. We're playing tomorrow. Both of us.
Yeah, put together all these youngsters. We've got a lot of under 23 training.
It's going to be a reserve game.
So
it's going to be
interesting. We're going to do a lot of switching around. I think.
And
I know sorry, Hazard. I know for us, Liverpool and Leicester, we're going to be putting reserve teams because we all got COVID. We both got a lot of COVID.
No, our squad's got it. We've only got 14 fit players left, and most of them are B players.
Yeah, you're on the fringes, bro.
Anyway, big up everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Be safe.
Jem. When's the next Premier League preview show?
I think it'll be after the EFL.
Sign the contract.
Backstage, yeah. I'll talk to you backstage. All right, see you in a bit.
Peace.